Hello everyone, it's Uncle No Identity. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I've got my mug of coffee and I've got a figure over here that I'd like to do a video on. The coffee is, I think, cafe ground with 1 spoon of raw cane sugar. Okay, now let's get back to this figure. So this figure, let me get my arms comfortable. Okay, so this figure comes from my Tamiya and Fine Models 135th scale kit of the Recon motorcycle and high mobility vehicle. I think I've done a video review on the set, at least just doing an inbox. The truck is still not completed, but here is the completed motorcycle rider and his motorcycle. Got no idea what motorcycle this is. But being that this is the Japanese Self-Defense Force, I'm gonna guess it's a Honda or a Kawasaki or something. So this camouflage scheme I painted is very different from the motorcycle rider's camo scheme, and I'll show him later. But this is kind of a odd scheme. It's not really a Japanese Self-Defense Force camo. It's just something I accidentally came up with. So when I was painting the figure, I first painted his whole uniform in khaki brown. Which to me, looking back, I think was a mistake. At least for the color scheme I wanted. Because what I should have done was painted his uniform green first. But anyway, so I painted him with khaki brown, and then using the instructions, they said use khaki, German gray, red brown, and khaki and buff mix. So there'd be like no green in it at all, but I wanted to make my own camo and at least have green in there. So this camo scheme uses German gray, khaki brown. I think I used NATO brown for that red-brown color, and dark green 2 RAF XF81. So what I first did was, as I said, painted him in khaki brown. After this, we used German gray, and I painted some stripes. Here's a paintbrush. So like here, and here, and here. All of these stripes are this dark gray color. There's a stripe right there, and up here is a tiny one right there and there. You get the idea. And then I took XF81 and kind of just stippled on the area where I wanted this thing. I don't know why I stippled it, but when I stippled it, it went down pretty nicely, so I just continued that and I just made these big blotches everywhere. So everywhere I wanted green, I just, like right here is a big blotch of it, I just dabbled it on there. And then after we were done that, I came with the NATO brown and just started doing little dots over top of the green areas. Some of the red brown is actually over the gray, it overlaps, but it's kind of hard to see it. but there's like a piece there, right there is some red brown, very hard to tell. And as you also see, I've come back with the dark gray and put in a bunch of dark gray spots over the khaki areas, giving it this blotch and stripe and polka dot pattern, I guess you call it. Again, very hard to see, but right in this green area is a bunch of red dots. I can see it way better. You can kinda tell. Jeez, move over, knife. See, I'm right-handed, and I've got all the sunlight from the left side, so it's making this hard. Can you see it? All this stuff right here, these red dots. It's very hard on camera, I'm noticing. See, I can perfectly see a red dot there, and there, and there, and there, but all I'm seeing on the camera is just green. But like I said, there are definite like red dots all over his uniform. Down on the leg here you can see it. This is quite an interesting camo pattern, I will say. Again, is it a prototypical Japanese camo? Not that I can actually tell. I mean, I've seen what Japanese camo looks like, and I don't even know if this belongs to anybody's camo. I think I just came up with this. So that motorcycle rider was the commander was painted a while ago. Or actually, no, very recently. And also I want to focus on the face, and I took some, whatever this color is. These are some old paints that I have lying around. There's no labels on them. So I took that and Sunny Skin Tone Vallejo, and the Sunny Skin Tone, I used that as a highlighter to just make some slight highlights to his facial features. A very nicely molded figure too, I will say. Very nice. Now, let's get to the motorcycle rider. I might have shown him to you before, but this I think is a much better Japanese Self-Defense Force camo scheme. We have Tamiya khaki, NATO brown, black instead of German gray, because I think this was all just custom painting by me. I didn't read the instructions for what color. I just looked at the box. And then again, I think the British dark green too. He's got a black brim on his helmet. I still have to paint his goggles for, yeah, just him. Because I only recently put the goggles on. This guy I've had actually built for a long time. His face is painted the same way as the other commander. Now see, this uniform I think is more closely related to the Japanese self-defense. I think this camouflage is more closely accurate to the Japanese Self-Defense Force camouflage that they actually use. He's got a radio up here, a magazine pouch, water, I think another magazine pouch, whoa, and another magazine pouch. bayonet, and a mess kit, and it's not a backpack, it's a leg pack. What was cool about this kit is you could actually, instead of putting the radio on his back, you could put the radio right here in the rack. I really wanted to do it, I think, but at the same time, I think I just built the figure the way I did, only because when I was looking at the instructions, it just said to put that on there. I mean, like, the picture showed him with the painting guide fully dressed in his kit, and he had the radio on his back, so I put the radio on his back. Whoa. So that completes this video of my two Japanese self-defense force figures in 1/35th scale. I've probably got a few more figures I could show that I'll make in later videos. I've got a few airplane kits too I should do unboxings of. Yeah. Alright, well. Cheers.